this considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest.
Time for some Mile High Thunder. Please welcome your Denver.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go at Mile High. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. Well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And the Broncos, first down.
Throwing from the gun. Back to Pitts it goes. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go.
White. Ready?
They're throwing it. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Set. Ready. Set.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Set.
They'll throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver left. Darts coming out throwing. And his first pass falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Going on 3rd, here's Dart. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. The Broncos and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. 1st and 10, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Down. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Now send their tight end right. Now here's Cam Scatterby on the ground. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. Screen here for Scatterby. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47.
Got from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
To Theo Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Scatterby now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
That's going to tuck it and run. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! Oh, heads-up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Got a man in Neighbors has it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
A gain of 14. First down, New York.
From the red zone on 1st. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants trim the lead to 1. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
First down.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Red, cycle, set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little...
And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Giants' 32-yard
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos break the tie here in the first. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Point after tries good by Lutz. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Giants 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Tracy on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
He'll drop this down, Scatterboot. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Throw right side. Caught by Mooney. And he's officially into enemy territory now, and they're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6.
On the handoff. Here's Scatterboot. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Scatterboot on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he takes it down to the 33. A gain of 15 there. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
And you just get the playoff. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's the end of one here. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. That's brought in by Mooney. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the gun, here's Darts. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Intercepted in the end zone. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Feet on blue. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a throw. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
50, green. Drill green. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw it. Pitts brings it in. He has this down to the 34. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Black 40. Black, red.
Throwing from the gun here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. 3-touchdown game for the rookie. That's pretty good in your debut season, Brock. But then you look at the clock and you see, oh, wait, we still have a whole half of football to play.
Yes, when some of that psychology comes into play, don't just be satisfied. You can look at it one of two ways. I'm satisfied with what I've done, or you look at it and go, I got another half. I can throw 3 more of these babies.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Giants 7. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Going play action with Darts. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know if he roughed him up, it cost him that catch.
He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Darts out of the shotgun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Giants are set to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black shot. Down. 10 black. Flight blue. Hut.
They'll throw to begin this drive. It is caught left side. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Yellow. Ready?
Back to throw. Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On the double.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Set. Smash. Black. 95. You don't put.
Opening the air here. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. And this was something we knew pretty early on this season. He was going to accomplish this year barring injury, right? What's impressive is how quickly he's reached that 1,000-yard mark. There's still considerable season left for him to take that total much higher. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Escapes the pocket. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Guess who? Pitts has another. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
3rd and 4.
Let's go. Set.
Pass play coming here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. It's caught. Chase has it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Good for a Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Set. Ready?
And they're going to throw out of the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
Giants 7. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
Here we go. Here we go.
32-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Giants using their 1st time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Ready up.
Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21.
35. Giants 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and running back Cam Scadaboo trotting back out there. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Dart now against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Going on 3rd. Here's Dart. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of
Prior to
21
first
yards.
down, they decided to call a timeout.
And the Giants first down. A gain of 21.
Dart gonna throw again.
First down, Giants.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Broncos are gonna have it. And he's gonna hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10.
Ready. Set.
They'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19.
And the Broncos
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
at the 19-yard line.
50. Green. You. Yellow. Cut.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Forced to the ground and
No luck on
incomplete.
first down. Here's second and 10.
Second down
Let's go
and
now.
10.
Now looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Giants with an extra DB out there now. Third down.
Let's set.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get more points to end a lopsided first half. Extra point try now from Lutz. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
Broncos 42, Giants 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's
for
Lutz
the
set to kick
Broncos.
this away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Giants and running back Cam Scatterby trotting back out there. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. On first and 10, here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
First down. A gain of 11.
From the gun, here's Dart.
First down, New York.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Offense to the line fast. Back to throw it. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. This makes it up to the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Running with Scatterby. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Manages a gain of 3 there. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Darts looking to throw. This is Cox. That's Slayton. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
Darts out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down.
35-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. That's another Giants first down.
From the red zone on first. Finding Johnson once more. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
And the Giants first down. First and goal at the 3.
Darts back to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Come on, set. 19.
Tight end going in motion here. Scattaboo. Has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here starts. Screen here for Scattaboo. I don't think he got there. Nope, he was not able to make the marker. Will we see them go for it now, Brock, here on fourth down?
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Dart going to go for it on 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Giants cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Giants 21.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Broncos are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's one of the best in the league this season. Still the guy that everybody is chasing in passing yards. Look at that. Up over 3,000 of them to this point.
Set, ready. Black 40. Get cut.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Chase incomplete. Good coverage by Andrew
Ready.
Phillips.
Red 38. Ready.
I'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. Third and 4 coming up now.
Third and 4.
Set. Yellow 43. Cut.
Throwing from the gun. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm just going to go out on a limb, Parker, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
Running down the left side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 21. Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz
for
set
the
to kick this
Broncos.
away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Giants and running back Cam Scattaboo trotting back out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Going on first down. It's Dart. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And this one does not go far.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. It's a gain of 22. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action with Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Dart's looking at this 3rd and long. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Driving forward with Scatterboot. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
To throw, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New York.
They give right side. It's Scatterboot. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Going right back to Scatterboot. Second down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Sanders sends it through. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing. It's caught right side by Johnson. Here he goes again. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue adding on to that lead.
Giants 24. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
60 by 6.
From the gun, here's Dart. And it's Johnson with another one. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Set. 70 Lions.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And it's the Giants who are going to have it to start the 4th quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. First and 10 from the 43.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther. Hut up.
On the carry, this is Scatterboot. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Dump off, caught by his back. And on 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
He's got it at the 30. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Viking 18.
It's a gain of 32.
Darts out of the shotgun.
First down, Giants.
Drop this down, Scatterboot. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Dart gonna throw again. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're gonna mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants are gonna have the first down.
That's another Giants first down. It's a gain of 10.
Now it's Scatterboot. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Recovered by the Broncos. Look, you know, I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but all that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets all down.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Down. 60 blaster. 6. Hut.
Throwing now off the play action. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Smash. Red. Yellow. 22. Steel. Black.
Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Third and long for him here. Complete to Mims. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. A mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
From the red zone now. Guess who? Pitts has another. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback. The receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ready?
Sticking to the air here. He's got it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
He's going to throw it again. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos tack on 7 more to their lead.
63. Giants 24.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. There's Tracy on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Giants hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Complete to number 1.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Dart's back to throw.
at the 34-yard line.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of 20.
Will you keep this drive moving, partner? Here's another 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's Dart now. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Here goes Dart to the air.
39.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
To throw. Here's Dart. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's another Giants first down.
From the gun, here's Dart. And this time they're going to give to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Bronco switch. Bronco 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Dart setting in the throw here. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Giants take 7 points off the deficit.
63. Giants 31.
Sanders all set to send it away.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Broncos take over.
The Broncos ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone.
On the double.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready, ready, ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Complete to number 17.
Second and 3 now.
Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 7.
Down.
Brings up second and 3.
33, yellow.
At the 36-yard line.
Shot, 17. Black ultra, set.
They're going to pass it here. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. So it's a win for the Broncos. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.